Fans of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic may be pretty disappointed with the latest sort of update from Sony. I'm Troy from Marks on Games, and today we've got a pretty glum update on a remake for Knights of the Old Republic on PlayStation 5.
Yeehaw, Chuckle.
Now, on with the story. The links to the articles I'm covering can be found in the video description. Let's start with an article from comicbook.com which states, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Remake getting concerning update from PlayStation. PlayStation continues to be dodgy about its forthcoming KOTOR remake. PlayStation has shared a concerning update in regards to Asper's forthcoming remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Just a few days back, a number of fans noticed that PlayStation had quietly removed the initial teaser trailer for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Remake from its YouTube and social media channels.
Not good. Believe me, not good.
Bad.
In response to this move, Sony said that it merely removed the trailers as a result of licenses that had expired in relation to music.
Sure, Jan.
And even though its excuse might make sense, it seems that PlayStation is still being pretty dodgy about its forthcoming KOTOR remake. Shared on social media by reporter Steven Totolo, I probably mispronounced that, those at PlayStation didn't respond when outright asked if Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake was still in the works. This lack of reply from those at PlayStation is a bit odd, especially given that those at Sony were quick to debunk cancellation theories in light of the game's removed trailers.
I don't believe you.
Although this non-response from PlayStation might not mean anything in the grand scheme, it's still, and then the article cuts off because comicbook.com doesn't edit their articles. Even if Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Remake is still in development, it's quite clear that the project has been troubled. Over the past year, reports have emerged detailing difficulties at Asper, which is the studio that was originally helming this remake. Since that time, additional reports have come along claiming that Knights of the Old Republic Remake is now being made at Saber Interactive.
Saber.
Oh, it's Saber.
Yes.
Of course. Saber.
Although none of these details have been verified just yet in an official capacity, just yet. Yes, they repeated themselves because, as I mentioned earlier, comicbook.com doesn't edit their damn articles. The fact that we haven't received a new update on the title in over 2 years definitely isn't a good sign and indicates that this game might never see the light of day. A non-response and silence on the matter actually speaks volumes. But again, it could also mean nothing, or they just can't talk about it yet. But I'll get to that at the end of the video. In the same vein, VG247 has an article that states, Sony deletes tweets and hides announcement video for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. Development was rumored to be in trouble last year. Skipping past the stuff we already know, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Remake was announced during the September 2021 PlayStation Showcase as a PS5 launch exclusive and for PC. The following year, its development status came into question when a report surfaced stating that the project was on hold and 2 of the game's directors had been fired. As mentioned in the last article, development was originally handled by Asper and Lucasfilm Games, but earlier this year it was reported that Saber Interactive had taken over for Asper, and in May 2023, the game was still listed under active development in parent company Embracer Group's full-year report. Now, with Embracer closing studios and canceling projects after a $2 billion investment deal with Saudi Arabia firm Savvy Games Group fell through,
Oh no! Anyway, last week...
KOTOR may be a victim of the fallout. Or it might be something on Sony's part. Neither Sony nor Embracer has issued a comment on the matter of KOTOR of press time. Asper started work on the remake 3 years before its 2021 announcement, and KOTOR was originally projected to be released in 2022. All of this is pretty bad news and points to a full-on cancellation of Knights of the Old Republic Remake. I never played the original, but have talked to many gamers that have invested hours into that thing, so I can only assume that this would sell like hotcakes if it actually ever dropped. Also, it's a taste of the old Star Wars, which people have been yearning for after all of these years of Disney-fied Star Wars. There may be legal reasons or some ups and downs right now as to why no one is coming right out with a real damn answer about all this, but it's never a good look when tweets, videos, and whole ass announcements are being stealthily deleted. Do they think that nobody's gonna notice?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I guess the copyright reasons were decent enough at first, but to take down the entire announcement just seems a little sus, to say the least. Comment down below with your thoughts on all of this. Are we ever gonna get this Knights of the Old Republic remake? Did you play the original KOTOR? What do you think the reason is for all the deletions? Do you buy what Sony is telling us? Have you been so turned off by Star Wars and you're so black-pilled on this whole issue? Or are you still a die-hard Star Wars geek for life? Let me know in the comment section. Also, please share this video around everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy from Marks on Games, and we'll see you next time.